Hi everybody, it's Dr. Laina here, and today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about bunions, what causes them, and in the part 2 of this we're going to tell you how to avoid them. Bunions are not just a genetic issue, so a lot of people feel like they have bunions because their mother had bunions. A bunion is simply a spur that's formed on a joint. It's a callus or a spur that your body's put there. And your body will create calluses and spurs, as we know, in areas that are getting far more stress and tension than they were designed to. Why? Why would that happen? So we're going to go through 3 different reasons that people get bunions outside of a genetic predisposition to a bunion. So the first reason people get bunions is that they're wearing shoes that are far too narrow. So I want to show you this on this foot. So a bunion occurs at the joint right in through here. So the joint right in through here starts building more and more bone because the footwear we're wearing is causing it to separate like this. It's causing your big toe to drift over towards the other toes as it squishes them together. And do you see how that creates an opening in that side of the joint? Well, the opening in that side of the joint creates an instability there. And so your body's trying to restabilize the area. It starts to lay down more bone, hence a bunion. Then, of course, what happens when we're wearing shoes that are too narrow and are squishing our toes together is that bunion will now rub on the side of the shoe. And as it rubs on the side of the shoe, you're going to get more and more callus or bunion irritation happening. So the first thing to look for when wanting to get rid of bunions is making sure that whatever footwear you're going to choose, that you're going to have a wide enough toe box so that your foot can spread out just like it would if you were barefoot walking on the ground. The second thing that can cause bunions or aggravate bunions is pronation of the foot. Pronation of the foot means that as you're walking, your ankle and your foot are actually falling in. So you're rolling to the midline while you're walking. This is a common reason people will get orthotics. But a lot of people don't realize that as the ankle rolls in, what happens is it creates a stress that makes the toes, in order to balance it out, move to the outside. So as they're walking and their ankle is rolling in, that toe joint once again will drift off towards the baby toes. It'll cause excess pressure in through that area, which is going to lead to a bunion. If on top of that you're choosing to wear footwear like a flip-flop or a slide that has no back to it, now not only is your foot rolling in, but you're grabbing with your toes, creating extra strain and tension in the big toe as you're walking. So the combination of pronation plus a backless shoe is really very detrimental to your bunions. So you want to make sure you definitely have proper support in your shoes if you're suffering from bunions. The third and final really important piece that people ignore or forget about when it comes to bunions is their posture. Because so many of us have forward postures these days, when we walk, we're putting far too much pressure in the front of our foot as opposed to the back of our foot. So if you just stand up for a moment, just notice how your feet are hitting the ground. Notice where the strain is hitting your foot. Now just walk across the room. Notice how much pressure there is in the front toe box, in the front area on the bottom of your foot. Try it once again, only this time, put your hands behind your head to straighten up your posture and walk across the room again. You're going to be amazed how much of the pressure comes out of the front of your foot. So working on posture is an incredibly important part of taking care of our feet when it comes to bunions. I'm going to put some links below about posture so that you can learn some posture routines and things you can do to help improve your posture and get rid of your bunions. So any of you suffering from bunions who are feeling they're just genetic, I can promise you there's many steps that you can take to help them. From strengthening the lower back to wearing better shoes and choosing to put something in your shoes to help give them an arch support. Check out part 2 of this video for some great information on how to correct the issues that we chatted about today that cause your bunions. If you have any questions about bunions, please put them in the comments below. And otherwise, we really hope that you got some valuable information from this, and we'd really appreciate it if you press like and subscribe to our channel.